Welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast, your go-to source for everything on the Las Vegas Raiders. Whether you're a diehard motherfucker like me, or just getting to know Raider Nation, our passionate hosts are here to bring you all the excitement on Raiders football. I'm Shit Show Joe, and welcome to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Let's go, Raiders! If not, fuck your team.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Wil, and on today's episode, we will be talking favorite Raiders moments. We will be talking the team's Mount Rushmore, the moment they became a Raiders fan, Raiders tailgates, and a whole lot more. And today, with my crew, I got the OGs back, baby. Representing TBH Spoken, the heavyweight champion of the world, Tony B.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Pleasure to be back. Let's go.
Now I got my girl representing the Big D, the tamer of the shit show, the Circus Ole ringleader, Lady Val.
What's up?
Golfers clap.
Yeah, now representing TBH West Coast and the co-captain of this ship, Matty B.
Hey, what's up, man?
And baby. Yo, and guys, we are excited to have you guys back. Hey, it's been a while since we've been back together. I know the summer is long and the off season has its ups and its downs, a lot of stuff going on. Lady Val, Tony B, always busy. You know, they got Lady Val is now part of the Plano Fire Department.
I'm part of the Plano Fire Rescue Associates. It's a nonprofit organization that supports and helps out Plano Fire Rescue.
Yeah. Hey, so she does a lot of stuff with the fire department now. And our boy Tony B's up there running and chugging and doing everything. He got an event coming up. I mean, big time things going on in Spokane.
Big time, man. We're doing a lot. I mean, we're grinding. We're ready. We're ready for football to be back. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And Matty B and myself have been grinding, putting our nose to the grindstone. We're doing a lot of different stuff. TBH Westco is on the map, baby, and we are kind of doing a lot of different things. And we are now getting ready to go to New England. But guys, for today's show, I wanted to start with a unique question, right? We all said, hey, Mount Rushmore. Everybody selects their best players. All right, Tony, go ahead. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead. No, you already showed it. You already showed it.
We're going to talk Mount Rushmore. Let me go first. I'll go first on Mount Rushmore.
So we're going to talk, our personal Mount Rushmores of the Raiders, okay? This isn't, any standard or anything like that. This is our personal Mount Rushmore. So, Tony B, go ahead, brother.
All right. Well, my first one is going to be Charles Woodson. Not just because it's the official bourbon of the Black Hole, by the way. Bottle just came in today. The way he played, the way he changed offensive schemes to throw the other way. He put people on. It was just great. I just like the way he locked down the whole sides of the field, changed the whole game. Could play offense if he needed to, but I liked him. Jim Otto would be my second. You want to talk a Raider? That man was the definition of a true diehard Raider. Lived it on and off the field. Played hurt, never came off. Was just the man. I'd say Marcus Allen. He was the first player that I went wow to when I was a young kid. And I'm gonna throw a little bit of a monkey wrench in it, and I'm gonna go way off spectrum with my fourth, and go Bo Jackson. No, yeah, I know that's a reach. I know, I could tell, but just the way he was a mad crazy athlete just was nuts. So like I'd say Marcus, Bo, Giamano, Charles Woodson.
Those are definitely some top quality players there, my brother. Yo, Maddie B, give me your Mount Rushmore of Raiders players.
Well, the first one is the one that made me a Raider fan, and that's Tim Brown, man. Mr. Raider, bro. Like that guy, like I said, I started watching football because of that guy. So he's definitely got to be up there, man. Probably one of my all-time favorite receivers. He made it. He made the Raider way, in my opinion. Number two, I go with Tony Bobo on that one with Charles Woodson. Say Charles Woodson's up there too. You know, he's another one of those players that I got the privilege to watch growing up, and when I played football, I wanted to be just like him when I played football. So locking that corner down. Then you gotta go with the snake on the third one. You know, you gotta have the guy that won the first Super Bowl for us. You know, just all around badass. You know, everything about him, the swagger, the gameplay, the lefty. You know, everything about him was just top notch Raider. Then I got to go with Howie Long, man. You know, he's probably one of the best defensive ends to play the game, dude. And we're privileged to have him as a Raider. You know, like I love seeing him on TV and knowing that dude played for us, and everybody knows his name. So, you know, Howie Long. What's that? 4? All right, and then number 5, man, you got to give it up to the Maverick, bro. Got to go with Al Davis, even though he didn't play football, but the man is the reason why we have the Raiders today. So give it to the Raiders. Al Davis.
That's going to be an honorable mention. There's only 4 on Mount Rushmore, but we'll honorable mention Big Al, baby.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, there's 5 now.
All right, Lady Val, let us know who your Mount Rushmore is.
Well, a specific player didn't exactly reel me in. It was the team in general. That, and I want to bet the Raiders against the Titans. So I was like, yep, this is it. But Charles Woodson, of course. I cried at his life game, like when I was watching it. And he was like, I gotta hear it one more time, you know, and I cried. And then I followed Carr a lot. I liked him. And then I did like Jacobs, but then I seen a different side, so it kind of pushed me. But as a whole, I don't know, as a whole, I like them, and some of like the families of some of these players are really sweet, and so it's a nice connection to make. It's Raider Nation. Come on now. But I really like Max Crosby too. And I was very heartbroken when Renfroe left because I really, 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 really liked Renfroe too. And of course, you already know I like Madison. Madison was like, he made me.
Absolutely.
When I started paying more attention to Madison, I started paying attention to like the other positions, and I'm like, okay, why are y'all laughing at me?
Yeah, but you know what? And Val, I want you to let our listeners know, like, how long you've been watching football. Like, when did you start watching?
Um, I don't remember. It was right before we moved to New York when we lived in Camp
So,
Pendleton. Um, 2005.
and I mean, like, that just really, like, it's really interesting because the dynamic goes to show, like, Val is on the younger side being a Raiders fan. She's like, and that's why I liked the difference in your Mount Rushmore from Tony, because Tony's era is totally different, and he's been watching it, and your era is totally different. You brought up totally different names. Matt brought totally different names because we all came up in different eras, right? Which makes it super unique. And I mean, like, I really appreciate the insight that she brought in on that because it just shows, that, what, the younger versions of Raiders fans are going to have those legends like we did, like Matt did, like Howie Long, Marcus Allen, guys that made an impact like that are going to last for generations. And that is something that's really cool, even though we haven't had a lot of success. Now, guys, I will do my Mount Rushmore. All right. I guess I haven't done one. Go ahead, Val.
I know there's only four, but I also like Aaron O'Neill because now the more I get to talk to him and know his
Mm,
side, it's really nice. Like, and I watch back. I'm like, okay, but that's it.
Well, and that's the unique part of personal relationships, right? If you have personal relationships with these players, it really shows you who they are on the personable side and who they are as people. For me, my top Raiders player that I've enjoyed the most, especially watching, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson has been an impactful player for me a majority of my life. He was in there and he was like, hey, at the prime of me watching football, Charles Woodson was there and he was a Raider and he excelled. Tim Brown, another guy that really, really like played at a really high level, really nice guy, good person, does a lot of things for his community. Here's a name that you guys probably, wouldn't have thought of, but Napoleon Kaufman. You know,
He didn't play long, right?
no, he actually became a preacher. I think he only played 6 seasons, but he averaged 5 yards a carry.
So I'm gonna send you a picture this weekend, but I'm pretty sure I had long time ago I picked up a pennant and I'm pretty sure that's him. Because I was like, I've
Yeah,
never
that
heard of
might
this
be.
guy. But I'll send you a picture because I'm pretty sure that's who I have. It's old, but it's
Yeah.
in good condition.
And then the last guy I'm going to put up there for me is going to be Marcus Allen. And it's for the exact reason that Tony said. Marcus Allen had a big Super Bowl run, but at the same time, I'm like, that guy did so many things. And he was able to do so many things at a high level that I really, really did enjoy watching Marcus Allen. And that for me and for us guys is going to be our Mount Rushmore. What I want you guys to do is go down below, comment, let us know what you guys think and who's on your Mount Rushmore. Now, guys, I got another question for you guys. Question 2 here. Your favorite moment in Raiders history that you can't, like, you remember and you're like, dude, that was just the time that I was like, that made me into a Raiders fan, or that really had a big impact for me. I'm gonna start with Matty B. Go ahead.
Man, the one like I said, it's back in the day when I first started. I had an uncle that was a Raiders fan, and that's the first game I remember like actually like watching football that I can remember was actually a Raiders Bronco game, and that was a wild card game back in '93, and that was the game that the Raiders beat the Broncos 42-24, and I remember that because that was just like was blown away by how bad they beat the Broncos. And from that point on, I was like, Broncos suck. Like, I didn't want to be a Bronco fan after that. So the Raiders were it because, you know, my uncle was a Raider fan. And at that point, I was like, this is my team. And ever since, man, I've been a Raider fan. So that's my moment.
All right. Tony B.
One and an honorable mention. I'll
Okay.
start with the honorable mention. Josh Jacobs' run in Seattle when he broke the long touchdown run to put the game away and win. When I'm sitting in the front row and he's running right at us, like it was, and to watch the crowd go nuts because 3/4 were Raider fans, and the quietness from Seattle, it hushed the city. Like people were just quiet everywhere you walked. They weren't talking. They were mad. You were Raidered out. It was all great. But number one moment was 83 Super Bowl, Marcus Allen's 70-plus yard touchdown run. I'm walking by the TV. I'm 5 years old. And I remember I stopped and turned and looked at the TV at that exact moment. So I can honestly tell you that that's the exact moment. So if you look at the time, the date, the year, you can look at the exact moment where I went, oh, that's cool shit. Like, like that is, I was like, whoa, what was that? And my mom was like, that son is Marcus Allen. And from then on, it was all that. Yeah, that's all I knew. So yeah, Marcus Allen, 70-plus yard touchdown run, Super Bowl. I want to say 18 and 83. I think it was maybe something like
Yeah.
that. But it was 83
83.
Super Bowl win against the Commanders or
Yeah.
the Redskins.
Yeah. 83, 84 season. Yeah. It would be like an 84 because that's when the Super Bowl is, but
Right.
same
Yeah.
shit. Go ahead. Well, let us know that moment that you were like, yes, that's my squad.
Well, when we were in NOLA, that has been my absolute favorite moment is is at the game afterwards. I mean, because I used to like volunteer at Crabtree's youth camp. Like our club used to help them out, and that was really cool because we got to like go up close and meet the players. I mean, I met Von Miller one time. That dude's tall. Um, and like that's really cool. And it was like, oh, with the Raiders, we even went clubbing before together. But my favorite moment, like all time, has definitely been after the NOLA game when I got my sweaty towel. That's now my office.
Well, I mean, like that is post game. I mean, like, but that is a unique moment when you get a player's item, and especially a player that you've been, chasing after all game long to try to get a signature to like get him to send you a little something.
I know.
And, it's definitely unique. So for me, all right, I'm gonna have to go with two because one, I didn't watch live. Okay, the one that I didn't watch live, I was still in the womb, was the Marcus Allen run. That Marcus Allen run is just incredible. I mean, like, sheer poetry. I mean, it's one man parting a sea of red and making it happen. And for me, like really to have that type of athleticism in those times, especially with people using PEDs rampantly, and all this other stuff. And Marcus Allen has never been associated with that. And his athletic ability he's just so head and shoulders above people. He runs all the way to the left, turns back around, spins around, finds the hole, cuts up, separates from the defense. I mean, incredible run, right? So that's really a moment for me that I've watched in replay, and I've watched since I was a kid because my dad was a big Raiders fan. So my dad was like, "You got to be like Marcus Allen. You got to run. You got to run like that." So I was like, "Okay, like so I'd be watching him, watching the tape." But really, a unique moment for me that I got to watch on TV was Bo Jackson when he went against Seattle. And he ran into the tunnel. I mean, like, to see a man that big, that fast, that physical, just put somebody down and then outrun DBs. Yo, those two moments for me were nuts. I'd be like, again, when I lived to, or the second one I only watched on replay. So, Tony, I'm jealous of that you got to live that. Now, Val hit a unique thing, all right? I want you guys to tell me, all right, as a Raiders fan, we're getting into the season. We're going to start all, going to our clubs and going to our groups and going to our watch parties and doing our thing. And, I want to know, what is it that makes the watch party that you go to, and I want to know where it's at, tell me where it's at, so unique, and why you enjoy going to these watch parties, and what is it that makes it like a great atmosphere and something that continues to make you go. So I'm going to start with Val on this, because Val is a very avid clubber. So, Val, tell us where you're planning on going this year and what makes it so unique and what you enjoy the most.
So I'm part of the FW Raiders for Life. I've been actually, when I joined the club, it's because I met Tim Brown and got a picture with him and his autograph. The my club obviously was doing an event with him. So when I joined, everybody was really cool. Everybody's real family. Everybody's like close knit. There's no there's no drama. Literally everybody's just all about Raiders. We wear it. Everybody has like decals. I mean, selling stuff. I mean, it's just truly like Raider heaven. And I love that I've become close and I have these really great relationships with all these different people. And I'm still continuing to meet different people and other fans that are moving into the area. We just moved to Shakerton's last season. Yeah, when did I say it? Yeah, it was. I feel like I'm like, wait, hold on. I feel like we've been there for a hot minute, but I feel like so we're at
You've been there for like
Shakerton's.
2 years. We've been on the show for 2 years. Yeah.
Dang, that's a long time.
That's crazy.
Dang, okay, so we've been there. Okay, so we've been there for a couple of years. But we're at Shakerton's now, Midtown Dallas. We're next to Galleria Mall. They section it off. It's a bar, but it's family friendly. They actually put a little rope out so that we get our tables. We have half the freaking bar area. There's couches, there's TVs, Raiders on every TV. I mean, it's just, y'all know Raider Nation, like the community is it's wild. It's great. And just having people that you call your family. And like I strayed a little bit. I went to a Black Hole for a little bit. I guess technically I still am a member because lifetime member when
Yeah,
I bought
member
it.
for life. Member for
Um,
life.
literally. um, Being able to see the other different clubs and do different events, like it was really cool. And then I got to meet people like Will. Like if I had never joined the Black Hole Dallas chapter, I would have never met Will and Maddie B and Tony and Gunny whenever he pops up, you know? And
Who's that
Alan.
dude?
Actually, I knew Alan before the black hole, but it just and now like we have like these lifelong relationships, and I can't wait for more friendships and family that I know I'm gonna meet and be able to connect with. We all talk Raiders. We're all family, no matter what throughout the year. We don't judge each other just because we're talking Raiders or repping Raiders or you know, but
Yeah,
it's life.
absolutely.
Raider Nation like is life.
Yeah,
Sorry, I talk too
absolutely.
much.
No, it's all right, sis. Hey, you got to say what you got to say. Maddie,
And
you go ahead, sis.
go ahead.
Maddie
Mhm.
B, let us know,
Oh
bro.
man, I have to agree with Val, man. I think joining our club, and actually, like, okay, so let me start this over. Me and Will, I met Will through through another group that was actually a Raider group. Um, and then we kind of kicked it off from there, you know. So at that point, it was kind of the group was kind of just at a stall, and me and Will were like, well, it didn't seem like a real group. It just seemed like a bunch of people getting together and hanging out in the garage, things like that. And then me and Will started talking. We're like, man, let's get a club going. Let's start one. Let's see about taking over. You know, let's get this club rolling. You know, and so we ended up getting the name of the club from the people, and then there was a big fallout between a bunch of the people that were there, and Will and I and a couple other guys. So we ended up becoming Black Hole at that point. We met Cisco at a Denver game, and at that point, like I think everything for us pretty much changed once we became members of the Black Hole. The tailgates, man, were just they changed. The view, the way you perceive the game and way you watch the game changed. The where you go and who you hang out with. I mean, just makes everything ten times better. So um I just I like the atmosphere we have with our people. We're not a very big club. We probably only got about maybe 12 people total in our club, but those 12 people go hard. You know, like 90% of them show up almost every Sunday. Even when me and Will aren't there and we're traveling, they're there, man, and they're always sending us pictures of the group. You know, it's like one big family. So every Sunday, every Thursday, every Monday, every Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day we're playing, count on every one of them being there, man, because they bring great food, they bring great atmosphere, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man. I love it. So shout out to Westco.
Oh man. Hey, it's kind of hard because Matt just went kind of like so took all my thunder. Nah, honestly,
Thunder.
man,
They call me
Matt's right. But hey, you guys, hold on. I'm actually gonna grab something from one of our club members, and I'm gonna tell you guys, we are super lucky, man, as a club that we have. Shoot, never mind. I'm not gonna grab it because, but we're super lucky, man. As a club, we have some unique people. I'm like, we have Max who started Silver and Black Coffee. I know that Bova has had some of the coffee. Oh, there we go. Silver and Black Coffee. Let's give our boy Max a little shout out here. He has he started on his own coffee line. Yep. Yeah, you see that? If you guys can see the
Have it on
logo there.
standby.
Yep.
Keep it with me at all times, just in case.
Hey, he started his own coffee company and he's been doing great. And I mean, like, he's an entrepreneur and a great guy, always there to help you out when you need something. We have Pops, we have Diane, great couple. We call them Gemma, or we call mom or Diane mom because she's everybody's mom, making sure that we're all good, making sure that everybody's okay, stuff like that. We have Stacy,
always
we have,
always beating us.
yeah. Yeah, you have just a great group of people, right? I'm like, and I could go on and on. And we have Shorty. We have just a very unique and eclectic group, and it's really cool because the Raiders is what's bringing us together, right? Like out of all the things in the world, it's the Raiders. So that's what makes it so unique. We're in Grand Junction, Colorado, guys. We're in Podunk, Colorado, and there's still 12, 14 of us that try to get together. Alfredo gets with us whenever he can. He's super busy all the time. But I'll be like, it's a great, unique experience. We're usually at the Eagles 595, or we're usually barbecuing at somebody's house, or we're traveling. We're actually traveling quite frequently now to go to different places. So, you know,
Bravo
it's,
Brigade.
no doubt. We're out here representing rolling hard, baby, rolling hard. So, all right, guys. Yeah. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, guys. I want to know this. Go ahead, Tony B.
I didn't get to talk about my chapter.
My bad, Tony
Get him,
B.
Tony. Get him.
Right? I'm
Go
like,
ahead,
hey
Tony.
man, what's happening with Spokane? No,
Okay.
no,
Take it over. Take it over, Tony. Take it over.
right? Hey, no. The one thing that works for us, and I hope works for everybody else, is we do not make it about the club. We make it about the family atmosphere where we can gather together. We leave everything at the door. Any political beliefs, anything is never talked about. We talk about Raider football on Sundays, and we shut all that other nonsense down. We meet and we're deep. We're very supportive, and it's nothing but love. Like, and that's what makes it great, is being that we don't make it about having to make like money on our raffles. We don't make it money on this, this or that. We make it about coming together, and by doing that, reaching out to Westco or or let's say like Portland or Seattle or whatnot. We come together to strengthen each other and give tips to each other. So I can take back wisdom from Will and be like, how am I going to convert that to Spokane? When we were without a venue, I'm reaching out to different chapter presidents, and they're like, hey, check this place out. You got to check the VFW. You got to check out this place. They were very supportive in helping that transition. And now we're transitioning back to our original establishment. But that's a long story for a different day. But it's just one love. I mean, it's like you can walk into anything. And I can walk into Westco, and I'll guarantee you it feels like I've been there like I'm there every Sunday. You know what I mean? I can walk into Lovelock, Nevada. I can go down to Los Angeles. I can go over to Germany, wherever, and I walk into a Raider bar, and I guarantee you it's going to be smiles, handshakes, high fives, hugs, and Raiders screaming all damn day. So, like, okay, I love it. I just love it. It's good shit.
Nice. Hey, that's what it's
Damn
all
good, bro.
about. So, guys, we've talked about our locations. We've talked about moments that made you guys into Raiders fans. Now, I want to know if you guys think the Raiders are contenders. Are we going to be a middle of the road? Or are we pretenders this season? For this question, I'm going to start with my boy, Tony B.
Hell yeah, let's go. Hey, fucking all day contenders, baby. Fuck that dumb shit. I ain't here for no second place. I ain't waiting for no third place. I'm all about the first place. Let's take that shit all the way. Like, this is the time of the year that you should be hyped for a good ass season. Like, you shouldn't be sitting here. I think they reported today, rookies and undrafted free agents and whatnot. I think they reported today. Everybody else reports a couple days. This is the time to be hyped. Like, because guess what? Right now we're tied for first. This is when the passion, this is when when we come together, like, this is the best time to come together. It's because we have, everybody says the saying is, there's always next year, right? This is that fucking year. This is that year. Like, I'm ready to go. I think definitely contenders. You know, maybe not divisional champs, but we're getting a wild card. We're in a strong division, but we're gonna be surprised. You look at a lot of the talking heads on ESPN, and a lot of them, surprisingly to others, but not to us, say that the Raiders will be the sleeper of the year. I mean, but we ain't sleeping on them because we already know. So, oh, by the way, Jetty Rookie of the Year, book it.
Okay. I'm going to follow up with Lady Bell looks kind of a little bit antsy over there.
It's been like this lately. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead. No, let us know. Let us know. Are we for real? Are we middle of the road? Or are we
Oh,
just pretending
listen.
this year?
No, I think we're gonna see a big difference. I think we're gonna see the Raiders put in some work. I mean, y'all should be scared is all I'm saying, you know. It's kind of hard to really put your finger on it, what you think, because one, it's the Raiders, but then you've got Pete Carroll, and that kind of makes your wheels turn, you know, and it's, you know, and then you have Gruden, and then it's like, but I think we're gonna do really good. I am pumped. I'm counting down every day. I'm telling everybody how many days are left, except for today because I was doing a car wash for Alzheimer's Association today at work, and so yeah, I'm like super freaking pumped about it. I think we're gonna show out this year. I think we're gonna do really well, but we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna do better than the Cowboys, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Maddie B.
Man, I was around this time last year. I did the same shit. Like, we're contenders. Everything's looking great. But so many years, man, that we've said this and done that, and it's the same thing. So I'm I'm not putting all my chips in the bag, but I have a feeling we're going to be better than we were last year. Um, Contenders, I would love to see a turnaround like the Commanders. I think that would be dope. I mean, just to turn around and have a season like that would be awesome for us, man. I have faith in Carroll. I have faith in the team. I think we'll turn it around. Um, do I think we're going to come out? I think we're going to come out and surprise a lot of people, but we're going to be fighting at that end. I think it's just going to come down to the last couple of games, like it does every year, whether or not we're going to be in this by the end of the year. So let's see how tough these guys play. Let's see if Pete Carroll can rally these guys up. I'm not going to say we're a pretender or a contender. I'm going to say that we're a surprise. So
You know we're gonna
that's
put
where
some
I
work
stand.
in, Matty B. Come
That's where
on
I
now.
stand, man.
Hey,
I think we can make the playoffs, but I think everybody has to be all in on this. Like, it can't just be a couple
Yeah,
handful of guys and the coach. It's got to be the whole damn team. So, I mean, if we really want to push it and have a season turnaround, we gotta all be in.
yo,
So,
And if you're
true
absolutely.
talking
that, true
if you're
that.
talking about building a culture, like getting a culture built, that's what they did, and they brought in the right people. They brought in the right players. They didn't overreach in the draft. They got the systematic fits that they needed in place, and an organization that is on the same page. They're not
which is
somebody else's
exactly why I
guys.
think which is exactly why I have faith in this team. I think we can do promising things, but I can't go out there and say that we're a contender because I got to see what these guys can put on the field. I said the same thing last year. I thought we were contenders, but man, we fell flat on our face when we walked out that door. So, um, we got. Like I said, I want to see these first couple games. By week 5, we should know who we are. We should know
Yeah,
exactly who we are by
for
week
sure.
5. So after week
Agreed.
5, we'll know if we're pretenders or if we're contenders or pretenders. So
I agree. All right. Shoot, Maddie B. But you guys are firing on all cylinders over here. Taking everybody's like thunder and fire and everything. I'm over here feeling like a toothless tiger. All right,
I'll let you
man,
go
check
first
this
next
out.
time. I'll let you go first next time, Will.
Nah, check
Right.
this out, fellas. All right. We are not a contender this year, but we're not a pretender this year. We are a team on the road to becoming a contender. We have a solid coaching staff. We had a solid draft the previous year. If we have another solid draft this year, next year, I will 100% expect to be a playoff team. But this year, I expect to be about an 8-9 or 8-9 to 9-8 team. The reasons are, okay, that's going to double our wins, which for us is fantastic. But I don't see 8 or 9 wins getting us into the playoffs. Not in the Western Division, or not in our division, in the AFC West. Okay? I just don't see it. It's going to be a tough, and I mean, like in the whole AFC, in our division, everything is going to be a 10-win team has to make it. I think you have to win 10 games. And I just don't see 10 games that we're going to win this year. Now, like I said, 8-9, yeah, and that's going to be a great season. But I guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of pressure on these receivers. There's going to be a lot of pressure on these young men, which then it's going to make it a double-edged sword. A lot of the guys are not going to be able to make it, but I don't want to hear that these guys are bust unless they come out and show in year 2 that they're not successful. We have to be patient with these young men. We have to be patient with our players. But that's what I think. So, guys, I think we've made it to the end here for our first comeback show of the season. You know, I hope to see you guys
Mhm.
more often now that the season is about to start. You know,
Thursdays.
Tony Bova, I want you to let our people know about your event because I know that you got an event coming up. So let them know.
August 9th in Spokane Valley. I'm going to post all the flyers and whatnot. We got the 6th annual Northwest Blackout. We do a rotation of, because we have 3 chapters that are within the greater Pacific Northwest. So without having to try to yearly come back and do an event to where we're battling for people, hey, come to ours, no, come to ours, no, come to ours. We decided to reach out and one would host and then we would rotate it. And the next chapter would host. And this year it falls on Spokane. So we're doing goodie bags for the kids. We have some of the Smithhausen barbecue sauce was donated from TBH, Iowa. We got a lot of patches from Baby D and down in TBH. I'm drawing a blank.
San Antonio.
San Antonio. Yeah. All right. I was like, man, I know it was like Texas somewhere, but big shout out to them for they donated a lot of patches and stickers. We're trying to go quality over quantity for our raffles. We're having signed 8x10s. We're gonna have Modelo merchandise. We're gonna have TBH. It's gonna be a great time. But it's just a nice little semi-regional. Gonna expand out. We got delayed a little bit on some paperwork issues with our park, so we were gonna have it earlier in the year, but now it's like 2 days after the season opening preseason game in Seattle. So, like, if people are coming up to Seattle for the game for whatever reason, extend it out a little bit, travel over to the east side of the state, extend your weekend out, come over Saturday, and I'll post all the address and everything on the flyer, and we'll get it cracking. It's gonna be a good time.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
and lots of TBH labeled Woodson's whiskey on deck. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Lady
go.
Val, you got any events that you need to let us know about?
No, not that I know of.
All right. Maddie B, you got anything?
Oh man, just I'm ready for season opener, man. I'm just
Uh-huh.
counting the days down to be going to see the first game of the season, man. So
That
hopefully
that's gonna
what
be
we know, but
amazing.
is it Rhode Island? Is that the chapter that's putting it out there?
No, New
So
England. New
New
England.
England. Yep.
Our
So
boy
I'll
Jeff.
definitely be going out there and hitting that place up. So Wesco
All
will be
you
out.
can eat lobster. All
Yep.
you can eat lobster, baby. Here we come. Oh,
Yes, sir.
shoot.
Oh
Our
yeah,
sister's
guys.
thinking about it now. She said, all you can eat lobster? Hey.
Mm,
Yup.
mm.
Hey, so check it out, guys. Hey, this Sunday, July the 19th, make sure that if you are in Central Valley, you go down and check out TBH Central Valley. They are doing a backpack drive. They're handing out backpacks, and make sure that you link it with them in their page. I know that TBH New England is having a barbecue here. I think either this weekend or next weekend. Make sure that you link up with their page if you are in Massachusetts. Now, if you are in Denver, August 2nd, there is a barbecue going down, baby. Make sure that if you are in the Mile High City, you come out because TBH Westco, TBH Denver, and TBH Cheyenne will be blocking out the Mile High City. Then you got Tony Bova's event again, that's going to be 2 days after the Seattle game. Make sure that you extend your holiday weekend out there if you make it up. Make sure you hit up our boy Tony B. And
You know,
home opener for TBH is going down, baby.
man, I
We
can't wait.
are going to be rocking and rolling and having a lot of fun. Guys, make sure that if you guys are a member, you guys enter the sweepstakes to see if you guys can't get a free ticket to the game. Never know. So, until next time, it's all about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders.